Well, that was my controller acting up for a second there, so... well, things seem to be working now, which is good. Okay. What are you two plotting?
Oh, you must try.
How about a
my
round of
ales.
dice?
You must. My abbey brews the best in Kent.
It certainly sounds worth the risk of my immortal soul.
Your god is rather a hard task.
Your immortal soul?
Your god forbids the mixing of wool and linen. It sounds to me like he's never heard of England.
Not all that is written in the scriptures is God's honest truth.
Eivor, you have news?
Kent's
What
new
to do?
alderman will be Thane Tedmund.
Tedmund? Oh, the Lord is testing me. He is made mouse by you Danes. Barely leaves his fortress at Roosister. How might I gain his influence if he will not speak to me? Or to anyone? 'Tis a puzzle.
To inspire loyalty, Tedmund must owe you something. Such as his life.
Go on.
A fortress stormed. A man kidnapped. If you beat back his enemy, saved him from sure death, his gratitude would be...
Swell. It would know no bounds.
No kidding.
But that fortress will be harder to pry open than a nun's knees.
Oh my god! What the hell?
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
Oh, what a way of wording to use. Or choice of words. Oh, Jesus. Is he kidding me? Wow! This guy's not like any regular priest or monk with that. Like, it's just like full on with just the way of wording. Like, it's just. Okay, Bastion, come on, cough it up. What do you know?
Are you hiding something, Bassam?
There is a lumber mill nearby, correct?
I think so, yeah.
Beamisfield. Alfred invests much in fortifying Wessex, and uses our forests to do so.
Of course he does.
The mill provides his wood.
Tedmund is there.
Impossible. How do you know?
I heard rumors that Tedmund had been lured out of self-exile to manage work on the fortifications of Canterbury.
Makes sense.
Taking him from a lumberyard is less dangerous than assaulting a fortress.
Exactly.
But your rescue attempt will not have the same flair. Is it worth it?
It may still work. Yes. Yes. Bring him to the megaliths.
And Fulke?
When I have Tedmund's fealty, you shall have Fulke. Now go. I will rustle up a small rescue party.
One more time, I'm telling you. If he says my boots are dirty or my hair needs combing, I will split him open.
Looking for a worthy challenger. You'll do what you always do. Bow and scrape to our good Eivor. Where are you?
Drunk at full, Miss Albon.
Head off with Bassam, shall we?
I'm wary of this abbot, Bassam. He is self-serving and evasive. Can he really deliver Fulke?
The abbot is a friend of Fulke's. That is clear.
So long as he doesn't suspect our motive, we may have a chance.
Ah.
This brings to mind a story. Perhaps you've heard of it. The Scorpion and the Frog.
Is this
A
all
children's
the...
story.
A cautionary tale. The Scorpion wants to cross the river, but he cannot swim.
Oh, that's the one with
so
frog...
he enlists the help of the frog.
This is one with the
frog
scorpion
agrees
stings
to carry
it.
him on his back, extracting a promise that the Scorpion will not sting him.
Let me guess. The Scorpion reneges, blaming his nature, and both drown.
Pretty
But
much.
the Scorpion crosses the river and stings an innocent man, killing him. So what does this tale tell us?
That your
different
stories
things.
are clouded, and their meaning doubly so?
It shows that every tale has 1,000 possible outcomes,
That is true.
many of which are surprising. If the abbot does not deliver Fulke, he will die at my hand. Beamisfield is just ahead. Lead. I will follow.
I mean, I suppose it makes... So if he's actually a friend
I
of...
hope this
okay,
chase will
okay.
catch us a plump hen.
Once the abbot has Tedmund's gratitude, he will deliver Folke. It will cost us nothing more than this.
If that leaden wit keeps his word. If they see me, this will get messy. What do you see, Sunan?
You prefer to work in the shadows.
Well, it makes it a tad simply, you know, seriously. Just try and navigate our way around this. No, no, you saw nothing. You saw nothing. I feel like doing that whole Jedi mind trick. You saw nothing. It was just an illusion. God's sake.
Survey the area, Sunan.
Where's
Best
this
not
idiot?
to draw attention here.
Oh, there we go. Okay, that way's blocked. Never mind.
Get back to work! Time is coin and you're spending mine! Do you dare to question the orders of the great Thane Tedmund? I will have you flogged! We have a quota to fill! We must keep the Danes from Kent! I could throw a stone and hit a dozen men who'd do a better job than this!
Red Veil, do you mind, or are you just gonna stay and become an arse? Are you supposed to be guarding this or something? I swear she's doing some half-hearted job at, wait, are they glued into... Oh my god. They're like practically glued to it. What the hell? Let me just survey the area, make sure no one's around. Okay.
We all over! Danes! No! No! Protect me!
Okay, come here. Find this guy. Ooh. Okay. You don't seem very sure of yourself. Or is it just me? No, no, not that, you stupid thing. Wait, am I seriously supposed to... Oh, we're supposed to knock him down. Okay, gotcha. Bash him out the way. Bash him! Seriously, dude.
I am not who you think I am! Let me go!
Stop caterwauling and you'll live.
Live! Oh, saints, protect me!
Silence will save you, Tedmund. Silence, not your saints.
Dude, shut up!
Flee, my friend. We have the man we came for. Does this venture not set your blood ablaze?
You don't
Not
prefer
particularly.
working in the shadows.
And so we have. To steal a man, take him with swiftness, and escape without anyone on our heels. We hide in plain sight. Such is our way. But only until the moment of success. The final strike.
I prefer to act and speak plain. Kings and lords who do not are often misunderstood.
Yet, as a leader yourself, you cannot deny that subtlety and intrigue are a cloak you must wear. How many of your clan know the true circumstances of Sigurd's absence?
Okay, that's a fair
You see
point.
my point. A leader must know when to speak and when to stay silent. For silence is not always a lie.
It
True.
can feel like one. You truly embrace the concept of hiding in plain sight, eh? To its very fullest.
As I do in everything.
Well, it is the second tenant. To hide in plain sight. That to its... Second tenant, died in
Halt,
that to
Danes!
its strength, died
In the
in plain
name
sight.
of Alfred, King of Wessex, I demand you release his royal subject into my care.
Come
Well,
no
well, well.
closer, Christian, else your man dies by my blade.
Or is it just
Please,
hide in plain sight?
I'm not the man you want.
Really? We'll see about that.
Keep your eye on this one. He'll be worth a hefty bounty.
Any false moves, and I will snip your heels.
We have your man. Now let's finish this shadow play and be gone.
Are you sure that's Tedmund? He's dressed as a lord, but that man is shorter and fatter than I recall.
Really?
I'm not Tedmund. I'm not. I swear upon the Holy Rood, I am not Thane Tedmund.
What
Then who
in
the
heaven's
hell are
name is
you?
happening here?
Who are you? Speak quickly or I'll slit your throat and leave you for the crows.
Shergar. I'm called Shergar. Lord Tedmund pays me a measly coin to serve as his double.
That explains why he wasn't so,
Brother Shergar.
lordly.
You are far from Augustine's priory.
Oh, he's a brother as well.
I left the cloisters many moons ago, Your Holiness. The monastic life was not my calling.
Oh dear. Well, in that case, you can take us to Tedmund then.
We can use you yet, Shergar. Summon Tedmund to a meeting. Get him out in the open.
Tedmund has no care for me or what I have to say. My orders come by letter, never by mouth. I hardly know the man.
You're of no use to us then. Perhaps I should just kill you, here and now.
No, wait.
Oh, really?
Let me think.
Oh, okay.
Danes. To storm the walls, you need Danes. There's a raiding camp west of here I was told to be wary of. Acting as Tedmund, I ordered a band of soldiers to capture them. If you hurry, you may be able to stop this.
If another band of Danes wants to join our assault, we'll have the distraction we need to get inside Roosester.
If
True.
the Saxons don't slaughter them first.
I am still Tedmund, the men in the field. I could speak with their captain, send his men away.
It's a fearless plan.
The Nornir knit winding paths that cannot be unknotted. It seems Roosester was always in our path.
Pretty
Abbot,
much.
stay alert. We will send word when we're ready to capture Tedmund.
And this fool? He knows much of our plan.
Honestly, if he used to be a brother of the church, maybe you can help him, you know, take an oath of silence or very much embrace that for just once in his life. I don't know, just a suggestion.
Do what you want with him. I won't risk our plan on the shambling of this fool.
Come, Brother Shergar. And perhaps today would be the time to consider a vow of silence.
Oh, there you
An army
go.
of Danes are all we need to take the fortress.
Let us hope. It is best to snare a wasp with honey. Have you ever considered more subtlety?
I leave manipulation to you, Basim. You appear to see it as an art.
It is both art and science to bend a man to your will. And harder still to convince them that they are firmly in control.
Shergar was quick to betray his lord. Do you not think he would sell us out as swiftly?
Perhaps. Perhaps not. I do not presume to know a man's heart in so brief a meeting.
His prattle was sad and ugly, like a weeping babe.
You have little patience for chittering squirrels.
And yet I allow you to squeak in my ear along all the roads and byways of Kent.
Because you are wise, and you see the same qualities in me.
That must be it. We're nearing the camp. Let us hope there are Danes enough to storm a fortress. Otherwise, this abbot's game is a long one.
It must be played, if we are to reclaim Sigurd.
What, you think you're gonna go with the
We
plan?
are too late. There is great horror here.
Those who remain must be saved, whatever the cost.
Fully agreed there. Yep, definitely need to do some serious rescuing, aren't we? My god. Well, I guess there's nothing for it. Charge! Oh, sorry, I'm not leading the raid. Oh, right, gotcha. Oh, just you, Basim. Oh, never mind.
You murdered our people, men, women, children.
Try to...
Ho ho ho! That's what I did. Oh. Hi! Crap! No, I meant to bugger in hell! No! Let me revive the twat, will ya? Just give me a moment, will ya? Let me...
Many thanks, friend.
Had to go and revive that person, never mind.
We owe you our lives, friend. These Saxon whore sons would have killed us all.
Yes, they would have. And now's your chance to hit back. March with us on Rochester, and drain it of riches.
I would gladly, friend. But we few will not break those iron-thick walls.
And we have no allies in Wessex. None who could be called upon to attack their countrymen.
Oxford? Leicestershire?
Mercia will heed the call. Gidrich will provide our Viking at Hort. We'll send a message to Oxenfordshire. The men of Mercia would gladly take a swipe at Wessex. What is your name, warrior?
Runa Egilsdottir.
We need ships, Runa.
We have a small fleet moored upriver, but the naval chain blocks passage to Rochester's walls.
I'll remove it, and your people will bring their ships. Now, gather these fallen weapons and armor. Gidrich and the men of Oxenfordshire will need them to hide their Mercian origins.
My warriors were denied Valhalla today. I cannot bear the idea of gifting their weapons to more Saxons.
Well...
Their sacrifice was great. Their gift will be all the greater.
And they will
Good
know
way of putting it.
justice with our victory. It will calm their restless shades, I promise. Will your men bring the armor to the battle?
And what is our plan?
In the morning you will go to Buckingham. Remind Gidrich of his promise. When you have his bond, meet me on the shore near Rochester with the ships.
But Cunibert must be warned in advance. He'll need time to muster his rescue party.
Runa, that is your task. I'll tell you where to meet him before you leave.
All seems in order. At first new light, I will leave.
Good. That gives us time to drink.
What other thing I should know what Rochester
You travel so far
to
carry out your duty.
The
This is the
modern
life
name.
of, hidden one. Always on the move.
Mine is not the usual path.
No kidding.
The creed does travel. Our ideals are universal. We believe that.
So there's nowhere you call home.
No place I call home. No.
Weird.
For me, home is family. But I have no family.
Oh, really?
No one? Not even Hytham?
Not really.
Parents, brothers, all dead.
I lost my parents when I was 9 winters along. Without Sigurd, I would have. I would have.
There is always one unbreakable bond.
Yes.
No kidding.
Children. They bewilder you. They can cause you so much worry. Fill you with joy. Even stop your heart. And if you're lucky, they replace you. I was not so lucky. I had a son. I miss him terribly. Even now.
Wow.
I am sorry. Bessam.
Dead or left behind?
He was taken from me. By someone I trusted. A friend. A mentor. A man who I would trust with anything.
Hang on a minute.
But a man you trust with anything can take everything.
True.
He took all I had.
That's deep, Basim.
All I had.
There's something I need. There's some Assassin's Creed lore I need to check up. I'll do that after I finish recording tonight. There's something that's bugging me. It's something to do with what Basim said. Oh.
Rue's sister will not be an easy nut to crack. Time to prepare.
Sister. That's Chester. Not Rochester. Rochester? Rochester? What the hell? Where is this place? Rochester Fortress, so... Okay, so... The blockade. South going from there? I kept thinking I should know what this place is called in the modern day. I hardly think it's Rochdale. I know there's a place called town called Rochdale. I don't think it's anywhere near there. Oh, there's a Oh wow! I'm thinking more of football teams because a lot of them are based out of the town set. But is it Rochester? What? Oh no, maybe I've got the name wrong. A lot of these places are more just have the old-fashioned name for a modern place. It's some things I can actually recognize, or at least the most obvious equivalent. It sounds familiar, like Rochester. I think there's something similar to that. But I'm sure someone will probably tell me in the comments if I'm wrong or right, or what the modern comparison is. But yeah, it just interesting. Can't look at the top of my head. Not that I'm an expert on all the towns in England, to be fair, all the major towns, so... But there's something about Basim for me that doesn't quite add up. I've now read a bit of his biography in the whole Codex thing. It might have been updated, but... There's a couple of facts I need to check and compare to the first Assassin's Creed and with the Revelations. I'm probably completely wrong, but there's something about what he said that's striking a few chords in me, and I have to go back and check some lore. It's been a while since I read up on certain types of lore, so but I'm just gonna be blunt and just fly in. But yeah, there's something...
I should not be seen in this area.
Don't really care.
Your doom comes.
Oh, we're the mutts! We're the mutt to worry about. Oh, great. Sorry, Pooch, but...
With me.
You're in our way. Where is it?
Feel my breath on your neck!
Should be open.
I need to clear this fort and break this chain to get our ships safely upriver. The mechanism should be inside.
Get up there. Come on. There we go. Wait, what the hell? Wait. What? But... What the hell? Okay. Unless it's below. What the hell? Oh, it's the other side. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. God damn it! Piss off! In case anyone's wondering what my theory is with what I'm having to double check with the lore, there was stuff that we found. So, for those of you who aren't aware, so Altair was basically cast out of his brotherhood and returned many, many years later, decades later. But Altair had 2 sons.
With the chain down, Gietrich and the ships can get through.
I'm probably completely wrong, but I'd rather look up and double check it, because it would make a lot more sense, but not in the way I'm thinking. In fact, it almost be like a conflict. But I can't remember whether one of his sons was named Basim, because if I recall correctly, one of Altair's grandkids, I believe, was killed. Believe, not 100% certain on that one, but and to be fair, excuse me, Basim doesn't look like a general, like what I call like just a regular assassin. I mean, I'm not saying that he couldn't have done things his own way, but if I recall correctly, one of his kids, he actually sent one of his kids away, I believe, to start a new life, or at least to start a brotherhood somewhere else. Another one of his kids learned about, or learned something to do with a Hall of Secrets or whatever, but was just basically, I believe, decided to leave. Just a lot of this is recollection from Revelations, but that if I remember correctly, was that one of the kids. I honestly can't remember the name of the kids, but Basim sounds so familiar when it connected to Altair. I'm gonna have to double check this. Like I said, I'm probably badly wrong. I've got the names mixed up, but it would make too much sense, because if Basim became a mentor and was actually one of Altair's sons, but either whichever one lost his son but decided to take on an apprentice, being Hytham, it would explain why he wears the Levantine, or the Levantine, because they're the brotherhood that, or Levantine, I believe, with Altair, and they wear that exact style of outfit with the throwing knives. So, which is reminiscent of AC1 with Levantine, pretty sure. So, which would mean that Basim's outfit had to come from that brotherhood, because usually a lot of brotherhoods have a slightly different outfit. You know, I mean, they obviously wear the assassin logos and all that, but they've got a slightly different design. So, and my memories, and if I'm sure that they didn't have that design in Constantinople, or in Istanbul, I'm pretty damn sure that was the case. So it would mean that, I mean, it would, I'm not, Hytham could easily have been recruited in Istanbul, no problem there. and maybe where Basim actually made a brotherhood, or was not quite, more like a roaming, like a traveling assassin. Probably had the rank of master and decided to train Hytham. Probably got a scimitar while journeying through Turkey and all that, which would probably make a bit of sense. I'm just spitballing. I really don't. I'm gonna have to. I'm theorizing it to be the case, because the way he talks, it's not like the way you've heard about, Ezio or Altair or what's his name, just like oh, for goodness sake, I even feel like Achilles, or people like, if you take Shay Corm, if you take Shay, Connor, Edward, the people that they actually interacted with, like the Master Assassin mentors, the way they talked and the way they expressed themselves about the Creed and the Brotherhood, Basim talks about it in such a different context that it's like, yes, he's probably a member of the Brotherhood, but it's not like he's one of those like ingrained members, in the sense that he doesn't necessarily follow, like he takes it not so literally, more like a methodology or an ideology rather than in practice style, rather than a practiced methodology, more like an ideology, and sort of come up with his own sort of derived version of it, interpreted version. And if this is the case, then it would actually be, this would be such a massive link to both AC1 and Revelations. If Basim is who I possibly think he is, that would be an enormous link. And to be fair, it's kind of interesting because it would kind of pull a bit of doubt. It'd be really interesting, but at the same time pull a bit of doubt on Basim, because it's like, wait, so you might practice things and take an apprentice, but wait, him basically almost focusing on showing someone their own, potential. I mean, it would make more like understandable whether, if someone said, oh, I see a potential to become an assassin, or, to help spy for the Brotherhood. Something like that makes more sense. To say that someone has potential as a god or as something to do with the Isu or whatever, to actually try and help them follow their path, that doesn't make much sense to me. That's not really an assassin, like that's a very Templar thing. And I'm just saying that based off the games that I've played, very much like in places like with Black Flag, to some extent with Rogue. You could very much argue AC3. Yeah, just off the top of my head. But those games where the Templars been act like they might try and use someone or guide someone using that person's own ambitions to their advantage. Not very assassin-like. The assassin's always been the one to locate and prevent, not help you discover it. And it's interesting the way Basim talks about it, and because at first might cross my mind, I'll be honest, I'll say about it crossed my mind whether Basim was a sage. Basim is not a sage. And the whole thing of, if someone's going to argue to me and say, or debate and say he's a sage, I would argue and contradict and say that can't be right, because it was made perfectly clear what a sage is in previous games. And if my memory serves me correctly, it was Black Flag that literally depicted what a sage, in terms of appearance-wise and characteristics, literally depicted in that game within the lore what a sage is. So, and Basim does, might fit one or two, but he doesn't fit any of the, the visual characteristics of a sage. So unless they've just decided to rewrite lore, then he's not a sage. So, if Basim appears in the modern day some weird. I'm just saying, if somehow Basim, is somehow the sender of the message, because we haven't figured that out yet. But I'm just saying, for being very he's very, very unique, in the way he does things, but still keeps the tenants a bit more freelancing. If somehow Basim, I don't, that would mean that Basim is immortal. Which I don't see how that's possible without a piece of Eden. I'm just saying. Anyway, I just thought to explain why this whole thing has been swirling around my head for a little while, just like bits and pieces, and this whole thing with Basim talking, it's made me. I actually have to check up something on the lore, because I'm really quite curious. Like I said, I'm probably 100% wrong, but if I'm somehow right, wow, that is huge for connecting games. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll end it here. I've talked enough, and I'll see you over here when we'll regroup with our allies. Catch you next time.